TK Irish at the Camp Kennerk podcast. This special episode is a happy camper interview. Yes, I didn't stutter, did I? Number 17. We fooled him. We got him. He's right here. And his name is Eric Thompson, and he is uncool dude. I mean, well, you can't believe what he's going to talk about today. And Doug the neighbors knows him for quite a while. And so Doug, why don't you take it over and get Eric involved in our mayhem?
Well, thank you very much, TK. And yes, it's number 16. You're bogging us down with details, but number 16, Happy Camper. Can you believe we're at this point? We've
Well,
interviewed.
he has a friend there that he's going to bring in. So that's the reason why I made 16 and 17 happy camp.
I got
I got a twofer.
Oh yeah.
a twofer. Yes, yes. Well, let me introduce you to Eric Thompson, and he is here to be a happy camper. Now, I met Eric's brother. His brother, Scott, lives in the neighborhood. So that's how I knew of Scott. And Scott said he had a brother who is really kind of cool with what he does. And he told me a little bit about it. And so I want to introduce Eric to introduce what the cool stuff he does. Eric, glad to have you here.
I'm happy to be here, but I'm already calling sus on your introduction. My brother said I was cool. Yeah, you're being generous. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, hi, happy to be here, guys.
So Eric,
I had coffee with Scott just the other day, so he was filling me in. Okay, so let's begin in the very beginning. Since this is a Zoom, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, as my little bear friend will tell you, I'm in Bellevue, Washington, which is just one bridge and now one floating train track bridge away from Seattle. So we're Seattle, Washington.
Oh, okay.
And have you heard the news? We have a floating train now.
A floating train.
A floating train. Well, it's the train tracks that float, but yeah, the train goes over floating train tracks that connect us with Seattle now. Light rail over. It's first in the world.
Okay.
There you go. So I'm Seattle. I feel very close to Seattle now because I have a light rail floating train track. So yep.
Oh, okay. Does it have a nickname or something? It sounds cool.
It just opened last month. I don't know. We haven't named it yet, but no, it doesn't even have graffiti yet. It's
no graffiti yet? Oh, it's brand new.
oh come on, man. Get with it.
I actually think it was something to do with the World Cup, but I'm not for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason we asked because TK is in Dallas and I'm in Austin. So, and this is all by Zoom. So let's begin.
But I got my roots. I'm Texan at heart, big time. Yeah, you're gonna get to this, right? Yeah.
Well, your brother's here.
I'm Longhorn, right? I'm Hook 'em Horns and high school and college, man. That's 8 formative years. I'm Texan.
We'll get to that.
So.
The first question is.
All right. I just wanted to get it out there. Yeah, I got Texan in me. Okay, a little bit. I wasn't born in Texas though, like Scott was. He was born in Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
My dad was military, so I came later. I was like Florida, but whatever. Yes, keep going.
Okay. So where did you go to high school?
Westwood High School in Anderson Mill in Austin, Texas. Westwood High School, Westwood Warriors.
Okay. The Warriors.
Austin,
okay.
Texas. The Warriors. Yes.
Yeah.
And
okay.
my high school colors were burnt orange, which I thought was interesting because it seemed like that was kind of like they were leaning towards wink, wink. Where do you want to go to college? Oh, UT. The guy got burnt orange for UT too. So nice. And that's, I guess, because of the color. That's exactly what I did. So yeah, I went to UT and yeah, and then
okay. So what did you major in at UT?
Radio, television, and film. Yeah. So my story is a tale as old as time. No, my story might be a bit different than most, but I was one of those that I pretty much laser focus locked in at my teen years.
Okay.
This is who I am. This is what I need to do. This is my purpose. This is my life. And it was puppets. And it was all about, I want to be Jim Henson. I want to be Mr. Rogers. I want to do puppets. This is it. And so then I studied radio, television, and film so I could get into children's television. So I went to the University of Texas. And then while I was there, I was interning at different television stations. I interned at oh my gosh, KVC 13. It was like a weird little cable station that was able to, came through with like a loophole through like some sort of law or Austin law or something. Anyway, I was there, but then I worked for KBVO, Fox 42, and and that's where Foxford came from. So I created a Foxford puppet character while I was interning, while I was going to college and waiting tables and working at a television station as an on-air switcher. Then I got an internship at NBC for children's programming. So when I graduated from UT, I shot out to LA and did started at NBC. And then that led to a bunch of then that led to the next part.
So you catapulted into the big leagues pretty fast. You didn't have to pay your price like so many people doing gigs in small markets. You went straight to LA and started making your impact.
No, not at all. But I love that. I love that, Tim. That's a beautiful take on my story. I wish that was the case.
Well, it is now because
it is now.
I went out to LA with big britches, and I thought I was really cool because I was pretty cool in Austin, and I got an internship, and I thought I was it. But I had no connections and whatever, and I found out I wasn't it. And then I was working for a florist at a wholesale floral mart at 4 a.m. And he asks me what I think of these chrysanthemums. And I looked at him and I had that weird look on my face of like, what has happened? I have a degree in radio, television, and film. I'm supposed to be like the next Jim Henson. And you're asking me about flowers. And why am I at 4 a.m. at a floral mart in downtown, LA? This is not the trajectory. This is not so it didn't quite work out that way, but then you find your path, right? So then I found my path and I realized I did not want to get into production necessarily and all of that. It was like way too volatile. And I was kind of I didn't come from money. I didn't have any sort of support system. I was broke, right? So I just had to survive. So I decided I need a steady paycheck. So I went into the corporate system, and so I went into the entertainment system, but I went on to the corporate side of it, and that was like marketing, consumer products, international distribution, all of this stuff. I mean, I was like a sponge. I sucked up everything, learning everything about entertainment brands and that stuff. And then I ended up in consumer product merchandising and product development for toys, which, if you think about it, is absolutely perfect because I make puppets and I'm a puppeteer.
You make
so now
puppets.
I'm doing like plush markets, and I'm doing and I'm learning about how you sell things and plush and why puppets don't sell and why you've never seen puppets and why we don't license puppets and all of that. So then I went. Most of my career was at Sony Pictures. And that was, Ghostbusters, Smurfs, Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man. I mean, that was huge, right? So I did all the Spider-Man merchandise and stuff, toys. And then eventually, then Sony Pictures, there was, a 15-year career. And then there was a change. And so I moved to Pokemon, and that took me up here, and I worked for the Pokemon company for 2+ years, and doing their toys that complemented their video games and trading cards and all the rest of it. And then the pandemic hit, and I said, and I also hit a milestone. So we haven't talked about age yet, but I saw Star Wars in the movie theater. So there you go, right? I'm not shy. Okay, I'm 71. I was born in 71, so I'm 55. Well, the pandemic hit at 50, or I was 50 when the pandemic hit, and I kind of had a freak out. Like, oh my gosh, I think this is the end, or the end of the world as we know it. And like I didn't think it was the end of the world, but I thought maybe we would never like uh, be in touch again. And so I said, this is it. I mean, if now, never. I mean, this is the time in your life. This is it. You gotta go. And so yeah, I left the Pokemon company and started and followed. I mean, it sounds so freaking cliche, followed my dream. But it wasn't even like I didn't even feel like I had a choice. I just felt like this is my path and I have to do it. And then you just sort of go, if I don't do this now, I'll never be okay.
In other words, you
Yeah.
pulled up
Does
your
that
big
sound
boy
weird?
pants and said, I am going to go out there and make something happen.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Sounds
It's a
good.
good story.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
great
Eric, get into
story
the
for
action, man.
it's a great story while you have your Dr. Pepper and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, over a beer or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Eric, both,
when you
both,
want it, but now if you want the reality, yeah, okay.
Oh,
we
we
don't
all
want
like
reality.
reality.
We don't want
I'm not.
reality. We,
Well, okay. I can tell you what. I'm not sitting on uh a monetary fortune, but I'm sitting prettier and happier than I've ever been ever that I could have imagined.
that's what we like. That's what we like about it. And to follow your dreams. And that's why you are on Happy Campers with the Camp Kennerk
Yeah,
podcast.
because I'm now finally a happy camper.
Yes, you're a happy
And
camper.
it's
Yeah,
not an easy path to be a happy camper at
but you're
all.
there. And that's why we have you here.
Well,
Now,
thank you. Yeah,
you've just done most of my work concerning an interview of telling your story, but I'd like to go back a little bit because you said when
sure.
you were a teenager, you got into puppets. So, do you still have your first puppet?
No.
What happened to it? What'd you do with it? You had to make a puppet. You had to start with a.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you didn't warn me about this. Okay. All right. I don't have my tissues with me. Okay, so let me all right. I'm not gonna get emotional now. No, good lesson about the care of puppets.
Yes.
And yeah, and so I didn't necessarily always take the best care. And so there were years where I had puppets stored in cardboard boxes in a garage.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so some of those boxes got wet and
Okay.
moldy, and then the
Well,
mold went for
okay.
years and they were unrecoverable and they just had to
Okay.
go away.
Okay.
Some were
So,
saved, but yes.
free advice for $1 from Doug the neighbor. Why don't you recreate your puppet number one? What was his name?
He meant so much to Eric that Eric is speechless.
Wow. No, that is such a no. I love this. Hey guys, that's so good. I love a good question that gets my little brain cooking. Yeah. Okay. His name was Charlie. Okay. Well,
Charlie?
all right. All right. So here. All right. Let me tell you about Charlie then. Charlie is the star. Yeah. 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 In All right. Whatever. Okay. The deal is, I took some fabric and I didn't. So I stitched some stuff like by hand, I guess, and then I
Yeah.
just like glued fabric to like bits of cardboard.
Yeah.
And I went to my and I put like cotton balls in the head, and I was like, Mom, I made a puppet. I made a puppet. It's
Yeah.
Charlie. And I think my mom looked at it and went, oh dear, that is frightening. Nobody can ever see that, Eric. Let me show you how to use a sewing machine.
Uh-huh.
And I was, oh my gosh, I was like a teen, right? I was like 10, 9,
Yeah.
10, 11. And my mom showed me how to use a sewing machine, and the rest is history.
Well,
I was
didn't
like, they couldn't get me out of my bedroom. I was like,
yeah.
everything I
So you were
drew
always in
and
stitches
sketched,
then, huh, Eric?
yeah. Everything I could draw and stuff, I could create and make a pattern and then do fabric and then turn it and then sew it and then make it into a real thing and bring it
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I was like, hey guys, I'm in my own world. I'll see y'all
Well,
later.
isn't that how Jim Henson started? Where he took a sock and he cut a ping pong ball in
It
half
was
for
his
the eyebrow.
mother's coat, I believe. Yes, I think it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, the
So
green, her green coat.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, Eric, why don't you recreate Charlie? Why don't you
I think
recreate?
that's a really cool idea. Yeah, I love that idea.
Okay, all right. Now, uh,
I love that idea, and I should actually do a whole thing about it and make a video. And now we have Hideaway Hospital where we have the whole little setup here to do it. So yeah, that's a great.
okay.
Thank you for that idea concept.
Free
Do I
advice
now?
from
Do I have to?
Doug
Okay,
the
Doug, I
neighbor.
will tell you what. I will quote you. Yes, I will give you the cred for that idea, that concept.
Okay, good. So now you have a puppet show called Puppet Highway, correct?
Yeah, it's a brand, a channel,
A
a
brand.
community. It's a
Okay,
community, I guess. It's a
now
web. It's a
it's on
thing.
it's on YouTube, right?
Well, YouTube is no. I'm sorry. So let me clarify. The Puppet Hideaway is it's a brand identity. It's a company. It's a LLC.
Yeah.
And it's been in existence since 2020. The puppethideaway.com is the home base website.
Yes.
And that is where you can see the showcase of like puppet reviews. You can it's sort of like I want to try to do a catalog of
Okay.
like all puppets that have ever been made, kind of thing.
Okay.
It's a archive of all my shows. It's
Right.
everything. Now, what you're thinking about is that is the that is the hub, that's the base, that's where everything starts from. Then there's all the other social media hubs that come out of that, including, the Puppet Hideaway you'll find everywhere. In fact, if you go to the hub, you'll see, if you click on the social media tab, you'll see all the channels and all the links and everything. But YouTube is definitely a big player because that's where most of the videos are stored and everything. So yes, YouTube is a great home and a good place to go.
And what's the name of the brand again? Puppet
The Puppet Hideaway.
Hideaway. Okay.
The
Now,
Puppet Hideaway, it's the Puppet Hideaway everywhere,
okay.
except for Twitter. And I think on Twitter, I'm T Puppet Hideaway because Twitter only allowed 14 letters, which is kind of annoying instead of 16.
Yeah,
So I had
yeah.
to cut out 2 letters, but there you go.
We
Everywhere else on the Puppet Hideaway.
we are Camp Kennerk podcast is on uh Twitter, X, whatever you call it. But
Uh-huh.
it's
Did I call
there.
it the wrong thing? X. Sorry, X. Yes.
Yeah, it's there. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's there. Yeah, we put it up there. We posted in the,
Excellent.
okay, but
You can find the Puppet Hideaway there too. Yeah.
okay. So we're
I
also
think technically on X we're T Puppet Hideaway, but
and
yeah.
we're on Spotify, and that's been pretty good. So
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
and then we're on YouTube, and then we're on Facebook. So we're doing okay there. And
Excellent.
you have Puppet Hideaway on YouTube and on
Hmm.
website and everything. Now,
That's right.
do you create puppets and then sell them? So could I go to your website and say, "Hey, I need a puppet for a niece or something like that"?
Nope, nope, nope. The mission of the Puppet Hideaway is very clear, and that is we are about promoting puppets
Okay.
and promoting the art of puppetry.
Okay.
So the whole thing about the Puppet Hideaway is it's just the place to go for puppet fans. So
Yes.
you can see me and my history of work and everything I've done and my love for puppets to
Yes.
inspire you and to get you to do puppets.
Oh,
The other
okay.
thing is I want my goal in the world is to get more puppets in the world. And I think I don't care about ideology or whatever you're going to do with them, but I just think puppets in general make the world a better place because they help people communicate, they help whatever. So I want to be the point where you can find, yeah, I want to be that connection. So that also makes me a huge sales portal, right? So I don't sell puppets myself, but the Puppet Hideaway is where you're going to want to go and see what's out there and then go, oh, hey, I like what that's cool. Where do I get that? Oh, click on the link. And oh, I
Oh,
might get an
I see. I see.
affiliate kickback, right? Or I
So
might get, well, kickback's not the right word, but I might get the affiliate
yeah, the affiliate
compensation.
marketing, the 50 cents. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, and all the other stuff. There's a
Okay.
million ways to make money in the weird,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Well, your
ecosphere.
mission is a beautiful mission, and then the my question was, and you answered it, that how to support yourself on your beautiful mission, and you do that with a affiliate link click to buy a puppet. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. And I appreciate that question, though. That is a very important question, and it's one I've been really challenged with lately because I'm very sensitive to exploitation and subscriptions and children
Yeah,
and well, and impressionable people. Let's not even talk children. Let's just talk all ages, impressionable people. So there's a lot of like membership stuff and like, hey, you want to be my friend? Join the Puppet Hideaway and see my exclusive stuff, or be my
yeah.
friend and all of that. I don't want any of that. And then the idea of like, oh, hey, I'm here and I'm performing for you like a monkey and I want you to tip me and hey, please tip me and I'm trying to hit my tip goal and I'm in a competition and you guys come on, let's get some money so I can get to no. I think all of that is wrong, wrong, wrong. It's against my principles and who I am. However, I think that a legitimate business relationship between, hey, you're the guy selling a product. I'm gonna bring you the I'm the advertiser, I guess, and then
Promoter,
YouTube
you're the
or
promoter,
somewhere
you're
you're the yeah.
promoter.
It's like we're all equal partners and we're doing a business transaction. We all know what we're doing. We all get our cut, and it's all top board, and no one's being exploited, and I'm not taking advantage of anybody. And I especially like the idea of not selling to somebody, but if somebody sees a puppet and goes, I want to, I want that puppet where, and if they make that choice, that to me is okay. That is, and then I'm providing a service. I'm letting you know down in the comments where you can get that puppet. That to me is
Okay.
all right. But if I am somehow manipulating you to buy a puppet that you don't want or need or whatever, and you can't afford, then that's where I'm using my gifts for evil or
Well, Eric, out
ill-gotten
of
gain.
curiosity, what would you say the average price point is on a puppet?
That is an amazing question. Well, if you want to go averages, uh, that's really fun because I would say next to nothing because there are just let's do a campaign to just save the puppets. I mean, you can go to Goodwill, you can go to thrift stores, you can go to I mean, people throw away. I mean, puppets are just they're plush, they're disposable, they're forgotten, they're nothing. And then Doug, you know what? I will tell you an interesting because you know my brother Scott. He is such a car guy and
Yes, alpha guy.
loving
He's
the
an alpha guy.
antiques, right? And these beautiful things in history. And I said to him once, I said, Scott, I think, there are puppets that are going to be lost forever for history. Like nobody has saved them. They're just gone.
Yes.
And his answer to me was, yeah, so. And I just went, oh, oh, if it was a classic car or something, or a piece of art that was going to be lost forever in history, you would be appalled. But people just don't give. People just don't care, and so that's part of my mission too. Is just to make people care, and just to let
Okay.
them know that puppets
Yeah.
are like a big deal.
And it's a great path, and I like it. But I'm trying to connect your earlier life when you worked for what'd you say what did you Spider-Man, you did
Mhm.
Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
then you did Pokemon.
Hmm.
So these are brands that were promoted through your company and
Yes.
you gained this experience.
Yes.
So my question to you is, why aren't you promoting the Eric Thompson brand of puppets that you can sell. Being a center where you have links to other puppets, I get that. That's beautiful. But why not down here in the lower corner? You can also buy a ET or whatever, the Puppet Highway brand of Coco the
Yes.
Muppet, or Butterball the donkey, or whatever things you have. Charlie, bring back Charlie revisited for 1995. You see, so this would, in the world of business, you're promoting all these others, which are beautiful, but also promote yourself.
Yes.
No,
Doug, perfect. And you're absolutely right. And that is 100% my plan. And I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to tell you straight up, full transparency.
Please.
This is what's going on. Okay. Because I've been in the business and I know everything, I know that before you can market and sell a brand, you have to have a brand, and that brand has to be established. And I quickly figured out that I can't go out there with just, hey, look at my little flash sheet, blah, 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 blah. I had to have a brand. And unfortunately, it takes years to make a brand. And so I just put my head down and said, I'm going to learn my craft. I'm going to learn social media. I'm going to learn how to shoot vertical video. I'm going to learn editing again with the new editing, whatever. I'm going to reinvent myself at this late age and become social media savvy, AI savvy, internet, everything savvy, business savvy, entrepreneur savvy, all of it. And that just does take a lot of time. But hey, I did not slouch at all. In the first 5 years of my company, I created a original short, episodic, every day. I posted every day on social media without missing it for 4 years. And then the end product of that was all those little segments were put together into 20-second or 26-minute videos, which I have 50 shows. That represents 4 years, 12 months, 4 years, and then 2 months I had 2 extra shows. So that added up to 50. So that's
what we call it, Eric, is bulk. You've got bulk, 50 shows. Now you're looking for traction to get it
exactly. Well, and then now the big thing is building community. I never built community. And that's what you guys are doing with the podcast. That's what everything's about now, right?
Right.
You got to have listeners. You got to have people engaging. You got to be
traction.
Interesting.
What we call is traction. Traction.
Yeah, I was working without paying any attention to any metrics, anything, right? I mean, people are going, oh my God, I'm in 200 view jail at TikTok or whatever. And I'm like, oh, 200 view jail? That's a thing? Oh, well, I guess all my video, I've always been at 200. I just thought that was just what it was, So I never worried about that. It was because I was just worried about the product. But now, yes. So Doug, to your point, that was a long-winded way of me saying to your question earlier, I'm now at that point, and everything's happening and it's moving very quickly. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'll be honest, I'm a little overwhelmed right now, but yeah, I'm about to flip the switch.
You're transitioning from bulk. You've got bulk. You're finally there. 50 videos. And then you have the website, and now what you're looking for is traction. And that's why I'm very happy to TK and I are very happy to have you on our podcast, because this gets out to our listeners, and that will be promoting you. So,
and you can revisit. We could come back in a year or so, and you can see oh my God, my books are published. You realize that's 50 books I can self-publish on Amazon like that in a second, I mean, there's a lot of Doug, I've created a brand. Now I have the brand and the content and everything. So now the bulk, and now I gotta go and market it and sell it,
get the transaction,
and sell it in an ethical way that is not exploiting. And I am not about exploiting, and that's very important.
we get your heart, Eric, and it's a beautiful thing of what you're trying to do, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's just beautiful, and we
Well, the
now
mission become okay. The mission. Sorry, Doug, to interrupt, but the mission, my mission, I feel like is a lifelong mission, and I feel that comes before making money.
yeah,
So
well,
that's
but
not
also
probably a traditional business model. But I also am not owned by anybody or anything. I mean,
yeah,
everything with this company is 100%, no loans, no anything. It's all, yeah.
yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm looking forward if when we do another video podcast in the future,
I hope so.
I'm looking to see Charlie #2. I would like to see
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Now, let's just move on a little bit. Are you a sports fan? Are you living up there in Seattle? Are you have any sports teams?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah. Well, we're the host city of the World Cup and the Puppet Hideaway. We've been doing World Cup coverage, and that has been a lot of fun. In fact, I took a couple of my puppet friends out to the bar to watch the first
Okay, so
the first
you
match.
have one of
Yeah, you
you.
can watch on the Puppet Hideaway. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube.
Do you have one of your puppets there? Let's
Yes.
see
Oh
what.
yeah. Oh yeah. Let's bring him in real fast. Yeah. This is our my very famous classic character. This is Foxford, and he was a character that
Oxford.
Foxford. Yes, he went to Oxford University, and he
Okay.
went to KBVO Fox 42, and he was the co-host for the Fox Kids Club, which was the interstitial programming that ran in between the cartoon blocks on the Saturday mornings and afternoon blocks on on Fox. It was like I think Fox at the time was syndicated. Anyway, so
Okay.
then there was Foxford, and hey guys, this is Foxford. Hey everybody! Oh yeah, hey! Oh, it's so fun to be here. Hey guys, it's me, Foxford. Yeah, and you can see he's like full on. He's Fox, and he's of course because he's a Fox affiliate, so he's the Foxford Fox guy. And yeah, I pitched this to the station or pitched him, and well, yeah, you pitched me, but come on, I won it. Yeah. You did. In fact, there's a little bit of a scandal story, and that is I pitched the concept on paper. Yeah, I didn't even exist. And the co-host at the time, Kelly, she said, absolutely not. I will never work with a puppet. And the project was shelved. Done. And I was like, but what happened, Eric? Why am I here? Yeah, I'll tell you, Foxford. It's because I said, my attitude is like, oh, it's okay. You guys just made a mistake. You just didn't get it. Let me do it. So I made Foxford, and I did like, okay, Foxford, I'm going to finish the interview. And yep. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. Okay. So then I finished the puppet, and then I knew that every summer Kelly went to France on vacation. And so when she was on vacation, we had one of these business meetings, and I said, hey, I want to repitch this Foxford idea. And I pulled out the puppet, and I had my little cassette player, and I played the birthday song, and I did the birthday skit. And the boss of promotions was like, oh my gosh, the owner of the station has to see this immediately. And I was like whisked into the boss's office, and there I was, like little kid with the belt, and it was just like you would picture from the movies, right? Big old guy, he's like, what is this? Why are you bothering me? And I'm like, Eric, go for it. And I'm like, hey, I'm Foxford, and I'm I'm a happy birthday. And oh my gosh, I somehow cracked that guy. He was like, get him on TV by next week. So Kelly, the host, comes back from vacation, and the boss has to pull her aside and go, Kelly, I've got some bad news. You're working with a puppet now. And she did not like me at all. But whatever, we made it work. So there you go. And that was my little fox.
That's story. A great, Eric. That's a great story. That's beautiful. And we'd like to have Foxford return in the future, and we want to see Charlie. Back to Charlie, your first one. So,
Okay, all right. I like that challenge. Okay, all right. You really
okay.
inspired me.
So
Thank you. Yeah, that'll make me a happy
a
camper to bring
yeah, we
Charlie
have a
back. That'd be
couple of
cool.
more questions for you.
Sure.
Do you have any trips planned in the future? Going anywhere? You going to come down to Texas? What do you got? Any trips planned?
Yes, I do.
Oh, where are you headed?
Yep. I have yep. I'm planning to go to Atlanta, Georgia in August for a YouTube creator event thing.
Oh,
Yeah, which is kind of an interesting opportunity that I'm excited to take advantage of. But the big one I'm excited about is my Halloween plans. I'm gonna return to LA, do the hell for Halloween. That's my big, that's my home stomping ground, and Halloween's my
yes.
big holiday. And what I want to do is now there's this whole thing where people do live events. So I want to create like my own little faux live event in LA, Halloween. So I go down there and I throw like a little party, but like in a restaurant, in like a room or
Oh,
something,
like a
someplace.
pop-up. You want to do a pop-up show?
Well, yeah, nothing that fancy, but whatever. The point is, it's a live video premiere and it's on YouTube. So it goes globally on YouTube. But for those people in LA, at my party, you actually get to witness the premiere with the creator in person, and that's like this new trend that's happening that it's like blah blah blah. It's the big thing that everyone's doing now. And so I thought this Halloween I would play with the concept and do it just for my own little party and then transition or turn it into, oh, let's make this the paid event and be like, oh, the Puppet Hideaway presents a very special Christmas or a very special whatever, and you go somewhere and all these people go, and it's weird, right? Because they all go to see like a musician play or something, but you all sit there with the creator and then you're all just watching the video. But it's like screening, I guess. It's a Q&A with the creator. So
Well, keep us posted at when you're going to do this so that we can help you in your traction of promoting Puppet Hideaway. We'd
well,
love.
absolutely. Yeah, guys. I want
Now,
to hey, I feel like I'm part of Camp Kendrick and I'm
Camp Kennerk podcast.
Kennerk. Sorry, Kendrick. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I said like a rapper name or something. Sorry. Camp Kennerk.
Don't worry about it. Just call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Well, hey, I'm a happy camper.
As I got older, don't call me late for cocktails.
Yeah. Cocktails. Okay.
Yeah. Now, cheers to that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Halloween. Hello. There you go. Happy Halloween. Early.
Now, TK has two questions. The first one concerns his life and how that's why he's going to ask this question, and then the second question is just more ethereal. But anyway, go ahead, TK. What's the first question?
Great.
All right, Eric. To give you a little background, I grew up in Indiana. Okay, and Indiana is where they grow popcorn. Did you know that? That's okay. Most people don't.
I knew that. I knew corn, I guess.
Yeah, well,
I guess popcorn's related to corn, I guess.
Anyways.
So I guess I could have guessed that, but no, I didn't know that.
Well, on our farm, we raise popcorn for Jiffy Pop popcorn.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So no matter what, the question that we have to ask all our happy camper guests is now, when you pop popcorn, do you do it on the top of your stove or do you do it in a microwave?
Oh, well, all right. I'm going to be truthful.
Don't do that. That takes the fun out of it.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess because I am a popcorn snob, I don't do popcorn at home. I do it at the movie theater without butter and fresh popped, I guess, hopefully at the movie theater. And then my other thing, my go-to is, and then I don't want to offend anybody, caramel corn?
Caramel corn. Yeah, man.
Popcorn covered in sugar? Like, oh, give me a bag of that. And
yeah,
I'm a happy camper.
It's all over but the smacking.
yeah. Now, TK, you've got another question.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, I really appreciate you coming on and telling your story because
Sure.
you know, we all have a story, and we all, you come from the school of hard knocks, one shape, form, or another. So, then the neighbor and I always like to ask our interviewee, if you had a message to tell someone, you're a mentor, and you had a brief message you want to tell somebody as a guidance message, what would you tell
Hmm. 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 Oh my gosh. Well, uh, I'm gonna give that. Okay, let me just. Okay, I appreciate that you guys gave me a little grace and just gave me a second to think a minute. I guess I want to say not in the lines of follow your heart because that's so cliched, but I would say that you need to figure out what it is that you want to do. And that doesn't have anything to do with any of the major quadrants. It doesn't have to do with finances, it doesn't have to do with career, it doesn't do with family, it doesn't do with anything. It has to just do with you as a person, you as an individual. Like look deep in yourself, in your heart of hearts, in your soul, and say, what do I want to do? So
Good
I don't know.
enough. That's a beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now,
Okay, because it
Eric,
didn't make a lot of sense coming out of my
no,
mouth, but
no,
I
it was
guess did it
beautiful. It came
sound
from your
better
heart.
to your ears? I guess. Okay, I didn't
No,
think through that. That came
it
like
was
off the
beautiful.
fly. So, all right,
No, it was beautiful.
I might need to workshop that later.
No, it was fine. We'll leave it just the way it is. We don't edit. Now, we want to thank you very much for your appearance here on Happy Camper number 16 in the Camp Kennerk podcast. And we have a little gift for you. Our charity that we support is the Top of Possum Trot Flipper Walk, where we raise money for Dell Children's Cancer Fund. And we have these keychains that are uh, that are made. And because we flipper walk up Possum Trot, up two vicious hills, it's the toughest 10th of a mile marathon in America. We just had it last week and we raised a lot of
You're
money.
wearing flippers.
Yeah, flippers. And so we have these keychains for you.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get your address, and the theme is flip off Big C. So if you have friends who are in a sad situation, this
Ah,
is to cheer them
lovely.
up. To cheer them up, flip them off Big C. Okay.
Yes.
So we have this, and we'd like to thank you very much for your participation here as a happy camper. Do you have a last word?
Thank you for welcoming to camp. I'm happy to be a happy camper, and please keep watching the Puppet Hideaway, Puppet fans.
Okay, that's perfect. TK, play ball.
Aaron Go Brawl.